There's something massive happening in the music industry right now, and honestly, most people don't even see it yet. It's all being driven by one thing: artificial intelligence. And no, this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. It's here, it's real, and it's changing everything. So let's get into it.
I mean, really think about that. A new track drops, it's got a voice you recognize, a beat that you're instantly hooked on. Would you even think to ask if a human actually made it? It's not a trick question. It's the big question facing pretty much everyone right now.
And look, this is a perfect example. A track called Heart on My Sleeve just popped up on TikTok and Spotify. It had these incredibly convincing AI vocals of Drake and The Weeknd, and it went viral. We're talking millions of streams before the record labels could even catch their breath and get it taken down. That one song just proved to the entire world how powerful and, yeah, how disruptive this stuff really is.
So how in the world did we get here, right? How did this technology get so good, so incredibly fast? To really get the dilemma artists are facing, we gotta understand the tech itself.
Okay, so the magic behind all of this is called generative AI. Now, older AI was good at, sorting and analyzing things, but generative AI, it creates. It's like it goes to school, studies a gazillion songs to learn the patterns, the styles, the structures, and then it uses all that to make something brand new.
But for us, the user, all that insane complexity gets boiled down to something super simple. You can go to a tool like Meta's Music Gen and just type in a prompt, something like, "Give me a 90s rock song with a heavy guitar riff," and the AI just does it. It takes your words and builds a whole song from scratch. It's wild.
And you can see why this is so tricky, right? For a musician, a tool that can whip up new ideas instantly sounds like an absolute dream for writer's block. But it could also be a total nightmare. And that brings us right to the heart of it: the creator's dilemma. So to get past all the speculation, you have to talk to the people who are actually living this. And a huge study did just that. They surveyed over 15,000 professional music creators in Germany and France. We're talking songwriters, composers, producers, to see how they really feel.
And the results? They're pretty sobering. A staggering 71% of these pros are afraid that AI could actually stop them from making a living with their music. That's not just a few worried people. That is a huge crisis of confidence shaking the whole industry. This quote from singer-songwriter Angèle just hits the nail on the head. You can feel the conflict. On one hand, she says the tech is incredible, but on the other, she's genuinely afraid for her job. It's this mix of total awe and deep anxiety that so many artists are wrestling with.
So it really breaks down into these two completely opposite points of view. On one side, you have the promise, right? AI as your new creative buddy, a tool that helps you get unstuck, maybe even lets anybody make music. But then you have the peril, the fear that it cheapens human creativity, that it directly competes with artists, and that it could just pull the rug out from under the entire music economy. It's a real double-edged sword.
And of course, this isn't just some artsy philosophical debate. Because you know what always complicates things? Money. A lot of money. There are massive financial forces at play here, and it's turning this whole dilemma into a high-stakes race.
Just look at the cash pouring into this space. It's insane. The market for AI music is set to explode more than 10 times over in just 5 years, from about $300 million in 2023 to over $3 billion by 2028. This isn't just growth. It is a full-on gold rush.
And yeah, the whole Gen AI market is way bigger, but music is already a pretty hefty slice of that pie. Back in 2023, it was about 8% of a market worth nearly $4 billion. So the takeaway here is, this isn't some future problem. It's already a business worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right now.
Which naturally leads us to the most important question in this whole thing. Where is all this value coming from? What's the fuel that's powering this multi-billion-dollar engine? And the answer? Well, it's the data. It's all the existing human-made music.
And because human art is the fuel, you can bet that creators are not just going to sit back and watch. They're starting to fight for some rules about how their work gets used. The battle lines are definitely being drawn.
So creative communities from all over are uniting around 3 really clear, basic demands. First, consent. Just ask for permission. Second, transparency. Be open about what copyrighted stuff you use to train your AI. And third, remuneration. Pretty simple. Pay artists when their work helps you make money. Now, the point here isn't to stop technology. It's about making sure it develops in a way that's fair. The electronic music pioneer Jean-Michel Jarre put it perfectly. He says, regulations are access to freedom. Think about it. We have traffic laws so we can all drive around safely. The idea is that rules for AI could create a space where everyone, creators and tech companies, can actually thrive.
And let's be clear, this is not just talk anymore. This fight is happening for real, right now, in courtrooms and in governments, as everyone scrambles to write the rule book for this new world.
I mean, things really escalated at the end of 2023. In October, a bunch of major music publishers sued an AI company called Anthropic. Then in December, the EU made a landmark deal on its AI Act, demanding transparency. And that very same month, the New York Times sued OpenAI and Microsoft. The stakes could not be higher.
So you're seeing these huge players from all over, not just music, but publishing and news too, all taking legal action.
They're trying to defend the value of work made by actual people.
So, what this all really means is that the future of creativity is being decided as we speak. It's being negotiated right now, one lawsuit, one piece of legislation at a time, and the decisions made today are going to shape the creative world for decades.
Which brings us to one last, really profound question. As these machines get better and better at copying what we do, we're forced to ask ourselves what makes art, well, art. What is the value of a song or a painting or a story if there's no human artist behind it?